Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, Dale Does Stuff. In today's video, we're checking out the Honda Civic Si 2025. I've got some new taillights for it. I wanted to black these out because it's a little bit too much red for me on the back. I'm gonna probably put tint on these reflectors, if not getting the ones that are also animated as well. But with everything I've done to the car, I like the black accents and everything, and I really want the taillights to kind of fully put everything together. So that's what we're gonna do. So we'll do a little test of how they look right now stock, and then I'm gonna install these and show you how they look. All right guys, so I got these off of Amazon and they look just like the SWA lights, but they're $200 cheaper. So obviously they're from China. Got some Chinese instructions here. It looks pretty easy. Pop off the carpet, basically get the screws out, pop that off, get those screws out, work on some wiring. And yeah, I watched the video, it looks pretty easy. This is the routing up here. These taillights have to connect to each other and then travel down. So that's kind of the only tricky part, is getting this down here and routing it kind of nicely. And that's about it. So, all right, so once you get the carpet out, I would highly recommend when you're taking it out to set these rivets aside, otherwise they're just gonna keep falling out on you. But once you do get it out, there is a nut right here you need to take off, and then a bolt here and a bolt in there. And the wiring, of course, but those are 10 millimeters, and let's take those out real quick. So the two bolts you gotta take out here are right here and right here, and they're just an 8 millimeter socket. All right, so I got the other side out. It was really held in by these two, so I kind of had to fight that. But once I got that out, I did remove this and take the grommet out. So I got the grommet out because the new taillights come with their own grommet, which you'll connect to those and then run this wire up to the other taillight. All right, so one little trick I learned on this side is to keep these bolts loose. And then behind this, there are these two little plastic pieces on the back of the taillight. And what I did was I left the plastic on. I left these really loose, and then I grabbed a microfiber, put it up against here and kind of like pushed it, not too hard. I'm not trying to break my taillight, but you can actually hear both of them pop in place. And then you'll notice once you try and push it here, there's like no movement. You'll see it in real life when you're putting these in, but there's about no movement there, and that will show you that they're actually in place. And then you can tighten these bolts up here. All right guys, so as you can see here, immediately after installing, getting everything done, the animation didn't work for me. So what I did was I swapped all my wires around to try and get it to work, which it ended up not working. So I ordered a different set off of Amazon, and thankfully that one ended up working. It seems like I just had a bad taillight, so I returned these ones. All right, now I'm just going to quickly run through each cycle from stock to the aftermarket taillights so you guys can see the differences. All right, guys, so this will bring us to the end of the video. Like I said, these are some China taillights. I'm not sure how long they'll last, so I will keep you guys updated. If these end up not working or I have any issues, I will post another video about them. As of right now, I've had them in for about a week. They work great, they look great, and I love the starting animation, although half the time you never see it. So one thing that I do is I always have my car locked, and when I walk up to it, if it's nighttime, I'll unlock it before I get to it so I can see that starting animation. I think it looks great. Like I said, if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description below. But for right now, I will see you guys in the next video. I do have those aftermarket reflectors that are smoked out with lights, so stay tuned for that video.